I'm Sarah Engel, welcome to the Queendom, and today I'm about to react to the new Frozen 2 trailer. And then since we're in the Frozen mood, I'm gonna make a little Marshmallow Olaf treat. I have been avoiding it all morning. It's all over Instagram, all over my feed, and I can't look at Instagram anymore. And so I have to react to it. I wanted you guys to see my full, uninhibited, unbiased, just the real reaction, because you know, if you see parts of it, it's not the real deal. And so I've been avoiding it like the plague. And then I thought it would be fun if we made a little Frozen inspired treat together. So we're gonna, do you wanna build an Olaf and make a Marshmallow Olaf? So let's get started. Time for Frozen 2 trailer. Okay, so she's back at the ocean. Doing the hair pulley backy thingy. Just running in the ocean. Okay, so we got this part before. Very intense. Okay, so Elsa can swim. Good to know. What is that? Whoa! Is it a unicorn? No, it's a horse. She's not a mermaid. Okay, Snowgeese? Or trolls, trolls.
The past is not what it seems. You must find the truth. Go north, across the enchanted lands, and into the unknown. Be careful. We have always feared Elsa's powers were too much for this world. Now we must hope. They are enough.
That looked very Stonehenge-ish.
I won't let anything happen to her.
That looked like marshmallow, but like a rock. Okay, the hype is real. There's reason for the hype. That was really good. That was really good. And told us a lot more than the teaser, as it should. Can I watch it again? I'm so excited. I don't really know where to start. I guess like some of the most obvious things, the magical horse water creature. I was kind of hoping it would be a unicorn because I just think there needs to be more unicorns in Disney. I think it's gonna be better than the first one. Something that really jumped out at me is it looks like Anna and Elsa. They have new outfits in addition to what we already saw that got leaked earlier this year before the teaser trailer. And they look like pajamas, and it looked like in the background there were like townspeople. So I don't know if that means like something happens at night and they're like in their pajamas and they have to rush to the trolls, which is like what happened to them when they were little, which is funny because then the trolls are like, what happened in the past isn't what it seems. And it seems a little bit like a throwback to the past because they're rushing to the trolls. Also made it like, because that horse thingy was there, and because we know now that Elsa is on some sort of journey and she needs to go, and they're like, are her powers enough? Maybe she was training when she's doing the thing where she's like running into the ocean and pulling the hair back and being all cool and freezing the ocean. I'm just trying to like hypothesize in my head. This is a little bit like Frozen 2 theories too. What's gonna happen? I don't know. I've only just watched the trailer. Oh, also it made me think, okay, they're going north and they're going on a journey somewhere because it's like the past isn't what it seems. Maybe they're going to the same place where their parents went. Are we gonna find their parents? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe they're just long lost and Elsa just has to save the world. But I also think it's so awesome, like what, like the troll was talking about how before. Like she always had to hide her powers, and because everyone was afraid of them. They didn't think that they were just too much for everybody. She had to keep them in, and now it's like the complete opposite. And she needs to actually like train with them, have her superhero moment.
It's time to see what I can do.
They train with them and try and make them even more powerful.
To test the limits and break through.
Because now they need her, and it's like, oh, finally, Elsa, finally, you get to go do your thing.
I'm free.
And excel at what you do and not just try and hide your talent. I love that. I'm pretty sure they were in an ice canoe, which is really cool. There needs to be an ice canoe ride at Disneyland now. I hope Rapunzel makes a cameo because if you watch Tangled the series, she's got a lot of mythical things going on too. I don't know if they will. She was in the first one. It's possible. I don't know, even just from like internal brand purposes, if they're gonna let Tangled cross over into it too much, but one can dream.
I've got a dream.
And if she's not, I'll just let it go. But north of Norway, maybe they're going to Santa. Nothing is north of Norway except for Santa. I mean, that's where reindeer live after all. Maybe the whole movie is actually about returning Sven to his family. And the movie comes out in November, so it's just in time for the Christmas season. And okay, so somewhere I heard that like there's a lot of Norwegian folklore around that, like the mountains are actually sleeping giants. And that big giant thing totally looked like it could have been a mountain. All right, so it's time to build a snowman. We're gonna build a Marshmallow Olaf now so that I can eat a Marshmallow Olaf while I sit and watch this trailer 20 more times. To make your Marshmallow Olaf, you will need 3 different sizes. Whoa! 3 different sizes of marshmallows. So I hope you like marshmallows. We need 2 jumbo marshmallows, 1 regular marshmallow, and 2 little bitty baby marshmallows. We'll also need some pretzel sticks, chocolate chips, eyeballs, orange fondant, black food coloring, and some toothpicks. You can dye fondant orange, and if you don't have fondant, you can actually make fondant out of marshmallows, powdered sugar, and water, and just microwaving them and mixing them together. If you want to see exactly how to do that, I'll put a link in the description on how to make marshmallow fondant. So one of the things that makes Olaf is the fact that his middle segment is considerably smaller than his head. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skewer him.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
And we'll have it like this. Then his head, if the marshmallow is already squished one way, you can just put it that way, but I'm gonna squish this marshmallow just a little bit. Okay, maybe a lot of it. I'm gonna squish it because his head is relatively narrow. And then these guys down here, we can attach these by wetting one end, sticking it on. Olaf has 2 buttons on his lower segment, 1 in his middle segment. He also has arms, but these sticks are a little bit long to be arms, so I'm gonna break one in half. Stick them in there. Oh dear, your head is coming apart. We're gonna operate on Olaf. It does feel like we're playing Operation. We're gonna stick, oh, I feel bad doing that. We're gonna stick in the toothpick right here, kind of jostle it around a bit and get it all ooey gooey right there. Take a chocolate chip with the pointy side down, insert it in that little hole you made. Do the same thing up here, and then stick in chocolate chip. And now we'll do the same for his middle segment. There you go. Pick yourself some eyeballs. And we're gonna do basically the same thing we did for the chocolate chips. There we go. Oh, whoa, Olaf, that's a little... So to draw a mouth for Olaf, I'm going to take a toothpick and some black food coloring, and we're going to use it to draw his mouth on. All right, he's looking really close to looking like Olaf here, but something that makes Olaf very distinctively Olaf is also his nose, his carrot nose. So we're gonna take some of that fondant and we're gonna make a little nose for him. Just pull off a piece. It's bigger at the back. It almost kind of has like a bump, kind of like a person nose, like a lot of people know have an actual bump. Fondant glue basically is you just get it wet. And water makes fondant stick. Stick it on down. Alrighty, he's almost done. What you can also do, because Olaf has 3 very thin little sticks sticking out of his head, so if you want, you can also break some little toothpicks in half. Stick it right in the top there. You can use brown food coloring if you want to add eyebrows, but I'm just gonna use black. Okay, there we go. We now have a little Olaf. A very leaning Olaf, but there he is. He's really cute. I almost feel bad about eating him, but wow, hello there. So now I'm gonna go eat some Olaf marshmallow and watch the trailer about 20 more times. Remember, all the ingredients and supplies they use will be linked in the description. So tell me in the comments what you think of the new Frozen 2 trailer. Do you think the movie's gonna be good? Do you think it will be better than the original Frozen? Are you super excited for the songs? Because I know I'm really excited for the music. Make sure you subscribe if you wanna see more videos like this, and ring the little bell if you actually wanna be notified when they go up. Thank you so much for watching, and do you want to build a snowman? Okay, bye. That's a yes, I'm ready. I don't know how I went like this, like I'm cool or something. That sounds very Mockingjay.